Welcome to a small market update this morning. It's raining over here, but the markets are doing well. And in the meantime, we can also see that altcoins are doing great. But today we're going to discuss Bitcoin and Ethereum first. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel, like this YouTube update, and check out my Twitter and Instagram where you can find daily content on the markets. Also, today we've got the latest day where you can use a discount of 67%. We've reached a new all-time high, so on your first month you will be getting a discount of 67% if you become a member today. How does it work? Well, if you add the gold membership or silver membership to your bucket, then you can just use a coupon code which is TRADE-WITH-8-67K. It's all in the description beneath. You can apply that coupon and you get a 67% discount on your order. So if you want to become a member, trade alongside me, improve your own trading, get fundamental reports and way more, don't forget to become a member today. Looking at the price action of Bitcoin. We have discussed this entire scenario here in which we would have been getting a corrective move to retest the all-time high region, or at least retest that green block that we have discussed. We've also stated that you clearly don't want to see the price drop beneath the actual area, in which we are currently seeing that we're not doing that and we're getting a beautiful retest of the 59K zone. Overall, this is just fine. I mean, we have discussed the topic of a reference point of the all-time high yesterday. Yesterday we've done it, in which we stated that if people want to start selling their positions and they've bought through this area in April, and they've felt the actual pain of losing money by the actual crash in May, the first reference point that they get is the actual all-time high area. So people want to sell their positions there. Either they are holding it for several years already and want to take their profits, and this is one of those points that reflect for them an area where they want to take profits. And second, we also have those people that have been bought in April and May and they just want to get out at break even or a slight profit. And all of those resulted in a corrective move. Also, price action has been going quite vertical since the 40K bounce towards 68K without any correction at all. And now we are going to see, or we are actually witnessing, a slight corrective move. Overall, price action is still saying that we're standing above 69K. We are also holding the crucial area that we have discussed here after hitting the 1.618 Fibonacci level around 68K. Through that, I think we're just going to have a consolidative period or continue the momentum with some slight sideways action before we're going to break back up towards 91K. I'm not too sure whether we're going to get this run within the next month. If we do, altcoins are going to feel an almost painful drop in their Bitcoin pairs. I'm not assuming that altcoins will be running with Bitcoin if Bitcoin runs to 91K. If Bitcoin, however, stays flat and is going to run from here towards 90K at a later stage this year, that might be suitable for altcoins. But overall, a few altcoins are doing well, Phantom, Harmony and such. But most of the altcoins are still in a downtrend at this stage. So you should still be relatively cautious on those, especially when Bitcoin is going to pull this run towards 91K. Crucial level based on the daily time frame, still the area around 57K should be sustaining here. If that is going to hold, we most likely are going to see continuation happening all the way towards the 91K level. Looking at the CME Futures, we have discussed the topic of opening and closing during these hours. Right now you can't see a gap at all, but weekend times have been quite volatile, in which we dropped all the way back towards 60K. Price had to start at 61K to avoid any gap at all. And as we can see in the last hours, or at least in the first hours of the weekly trading, the CME Futures has been opened up or gapped back up towards the close. And right now we are just chopping around once again. Looking at lower time frames for Bitcoin, We've also stated a few levels that we were watching, and in this case I've discussed the area of 64k as a crucial one to break through. We couldn't break through it, so we fell downwards even more, and through that I've marked this entire region around 59k as an important one, and we got there all the way. Still, the crucial area based on the daily time frame is this green block, but we have been stating or reflecting a potential corrective move if 64k couldn't really break through, and that's what we have been seeing. Right now, question will overall become whether we can stay or sustain above that 60k to 61k level. If that is going to take place and going to happen from here, we are most likely going to crack the resistance and test 65k again. So are we done with the corrections at all? I think we might be getting close, so we have also discussed the actual areas that you should be looking at if you want to get into the markets at this point. If you want to get into the markets, Bitcoin is usually not granting you many corrective moves at all. So scaling into this entire region was what I actually stated to you as a very interesting or probably good approach to look at in these markets. Because if we are going to lose 53k from here, I think we have a pretty nice ROI on the trade. If you're looking back in history, heavy corrective moves don't usually happen. They only happen like 3 or 4 times in the actual run, and they are there for like 30%. So if you get a corrective move, and this one is already close to 20%, that is an opportunity that you should be getting into the markets at this stage. So as a conclusion, as long as Bitcoin stays above 57k, we're doing fine. Are we going to run to 90k? Yes, most definitely we will. But are we going to do it in the coming month, or are we going to do it in January? That is the overall question. If we're going to do it in the next month, altcoins will be painful and dropping. But if we're not going to do that, and we're just grinding it all the way there, altcoins are most likely going to follow suit. Have a wonderful day, and I'll be back later today with a fresh new update.